bunker-busting bombers, missiles that slip past air defenses, cheap drones that overwhelm the skies. In 2025, wars were not just fought by soldiers, they were decided by weapons. On this episode, we break down 4 game-changing weapons that shaped global conflicts in 2025. Weapon 1, America's B-2 Spirit, the Ghost Bomber. We begin with the United States and one of the most feared aircraft ever built, the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. In June 2025, Israel shocked the world by launching airstrikes on Iran's nuclear facilities. The Natanz site was left burning, but one target survived, Fordow. Fordow is no ordinary facility. It is buried deep inside a mountain, nearly 300 feet underground, protected by hardened rock and Russian-made S-300 air defense systems. Israeli weapons couldn't reach it, but the United States could. Washington possessed a weapon never used in combat before, the Massive Ordnance Penetrator, or MOP, a bomb so powerful it can burrow deep underground before detonating. There was only one aircraft capable of carrying it, the B-2 Spirit. Built by Northrop Grumman, each B-2 costs over $1 billion. Its flying wing design, stealth coatings, and low radar signature make it almost invisible. Powered by 4 General Electric engines, the bomber can fly over 9,000 kilometers without refueling and carry 18,000 kilograms of weapons. On June 21st, 13 B-2 bombers lifted off from Missouri. 6 flew toward the Pacific as decoys. The remaining 7 headed east, straight for Iran. After nearly 18 hours of flight, refueling multiple times mid-air, the bombers reached Iranian airspace. There was almost no resistance. Israel had already crippled Iran's air defenses. The B-2s slipped in silently and dropped 14 MOP bombs on the Natanz and Fordow sites. Each bomb weighed over 13,000 kilograms and could penetrate 200 feet of reinforced ground before exploding. The U.S. military called it a spectacular success. Iran's nuclear infrastructure, Washington said, had been completely obliterated. The bombers then flew home, undetected, untouched. Some reports later claimed Iran may have moved enriched uranium before the strike. Others questioned the depth of the damage, but one thing was undeniable. The B-2 had proven its terrifying power. The world watched, with awe and with fear. Weapon 2, India's BrahMos. Speed that defeats defense. Next, South Asia. On the nights of May 9th and 10th, tensions between India and Pakistan reached a breaking point after a brutal terror attack in Kashmir. Pakistan launched waves of drones and missiles. India responded, not with words, but with precision firepower. Enter BrahMos. Developed jointly by India and Russia, the BrahMos is one of the fastest operational cruise missiles in the world. Its name comes from 2 rivers, the Brahmaputra and the Moskva. The missile accelerates to nearly Mach 3, flies at variable altitudes to evade radar, and delivers a 200-kilogram warhead with near-perfect accuracy. On those nights, BrahMos missiles slammed into Pakistani air bases, command centers, hangars, and runways. The results were devastating. Chinese-supplied air defense systems failed to stop them, cratered runways, burning aircraft, destroyed command hubs. The missile's success has already drawn international attention. The Philippines has bought it. Indonesia may be next. Land, sea, or air, BrahMos is now a global weapon to watch. Weapon 3, Israel's missile shield, tested like never before. When people talk about Israel's air defenses, they usually mention Iron Dome, but Iron Dome only handles short-range rockets. In June 2025, Israel faced something far more dangerous, Iran's massive missile arsenal, the largest in the Middle East. As Iran retaliated for the nuclear strikes, it launched hundreds of ballistic and cruise missiles, including hypersonic weapons. Iron Dome couldn't stop them. Israel turned to its deeper shield, David's Sling, for cruise and medium-range ballistic missiles, Arrow 2, intercepting missiles high in the atmosphere, Arrow 3, destroying long-range threats in space. Despite this layered defense, some missiles still got through. Iran fired over 500 ballistic missiles during the 12-day conflict. Around 50 penetrated Israel's defenses. It was a clash of strategies. Iran betting on sheer numbers, Israel relying on cutting-edge interception, Weapon 4, the Shahed drone, cheap, deadly, relentless. Finally, Ukraine. By 2025, the Russia-Ukraine war had entered its 4th year, and Russia had turned the sky into a battlefield. Its weapon of choice, the Shahed 136 drone, originally designed by Iran and now mass-produced in Russia. Slow, noisy, and cheap, but deadly in swarms. Russia has launched over 44,000 Shahed drones at Ukraine this year alone. Each costs about $35,000, carries explosives, and can fly up to 2,500 kilometers. They're easy to shoot down individually, but not when 100 to 200 arrive at once. Ukraine can't afford to use million-dollar missiles to stop them, so it adapted. Ukrainian startups have built ultra-cheap interceptors costing around $1,000. Operated with first-person view goggles, these improvised systems look basic, but they work. One Ukrainian unit alone has shot down over 1,000 drones. Every drone destroyed is one less explosion hitting homes, power plants, and families. The bottom line, from stealth bombers to supersonic missiles, from missile shields to DIY drones, 2025 proved that modern wars are won by technology as much as troops. These are the weapons that defined the year, and they are reshaping the future of conflict. Straight facts, sharp analysis, global stories that matter.